How did you get to, meet with James Harden last night? How did you get to go to this event? How did you get to watch 50 Cent perform like 3 feet in front of your face? Again, it's looking for the opportunity in everything you do. The idea is to network, collaborate, talk, visit, and meet people so that in the future there may be an opportunity. And where did I get this philosophy from? I think as refugee immigrants from Vietnam after the Vietnam War, we came to America with nothing. Okay, let me repeat that. You always have to look for the opportunity in everything you do. And you can't control what opportunities are available to you. You just have to open your mind and your heart and your eyes to them. Yo, what's up, everybody? This is the N2N podcast, and I'm your host, Dr. N2N, also known as the Ninja or Prolific Ninja by my family and friends and all my socials. And because my fans and my friends, you can call me Ninja too. This is the N2N podcast, the Alpha to the Omega, the beginning, the end, time of life, motivation, drive, success, self-improvement, and offering you morsels in this all-you-can-eat buffet called life. We are back in the law firm conference room, because it's the holiday season, traffic everywhere. We're in the heart of Houston, Texas, in the Galleria, so we're doing it here live right now. By the time you get this, we're a week away from Christmas and the holiday season, and I hope everybody's having a great holiday season. But just a reminder, we are not slowing down. We're actually speeding up. And listen and tune into this episode and all the other episodes to learn how you ramp up to the start of the new year rather than wind down in the current year. Because we want to hit 2026 on a full sprint and run. But before we get into the content of today's episode, I'm going to start the episode as I start every day, which is when I wake up, open my eyes, I thank God and the universe for another day, another opportunity to be great, and hopefully inspire just one person is all it takes, one person to live to their fullest controllable potential. And you are part of that. So with that, I want to thank you all out there who, for almost 4 years now, have been liking, commenting, following, and sharing the show. Especially sharing the show, because we can't grow the show without you. I do this on my own dime, on my own time, in my own office, right? So I pay for everything. We don't have any paid advertisers, sponsors, other than the companies that I invest or create and put out into the public. So the only way we grow the show is with your help. So we do this on what is called an energy exchange, a karmic exchange. If you've been listening to the show or if you're new to the show, I believe in a lot in metaphysics, quantum physics, energy exchange, and karma. And so you're getting this content for free to up your game, up your level, try to get to your goals and succeed. And so with that, you would owe me a karmic debt. But let's repay that balance by sharing the show. And so we have an expression here. If your knowledge swole, share the show. That is how we grow. And so with that, let's restore the karmic balance when you learn anything from this episode or any other prior episodes. Whatever you learned, and I know you've learned a little bit at least, 0.001% better, please do share the show. That's how we grow. So here we are. I've been through a lot of events, if you've been keeping track, throughout the summertime, the spring, here, Austin, around the world, around the country. And I get this question a lot. If people see my socials, I don't post socials to promote. I put socials just to share. Or how did you get to meet this person? Or how did you get to the idea to launch this business or this platform or whatever? Just unique things and experiences, right? And here's the key to that. And if you're looking for more of that on your path to success or whatever it is that you're looking for in your definition of what it takes to succeed now or 2026 or 20 years from now, the key is you have to always look for the opportunity in everything you do. Okay, let me repeat that. You always have to look for the opportunity in everything you do. And where did I get this philosophy from? I think as refugee immigrants from Vietnam after the Vietnam War, we came to America with nothing. And I remember when I was young, my parents, we moved to Houston, and Houston is close to Galveston. In Galveston, at the time, there were a lot of bays and beaches and things you could go to that weren't so polluted. And we would go crabbing because we didn't have money to buy much food. And, a family of 6, we would go crabbing on the weekends. And so my parents, saved the money, bought the nets, and we went crabbing. And so at that time, if you don't know what it's like to go crabbing, you basically have a net that is like a cylinder, right? You have a smaller inner circle and a wider outer circle. And when the net is like a basket, when it hits the bottom of the ocean floor, or whatever, the pond, it sits flat. And so as crabs get into the net, you pull it up, you yank it up real quick, and the basket opens up, like lifts, and you keep the crab inside the net. And so what we do is I knew it was time to go crabbing, because my parents would load up the crab nets. We'd stop at the store, buy chicken drumsticks, and we're going crabbing, because we use chicken drumsticks, I don't know why, as the bait for the crab. So we would get to Galveston Bay. And when you go to Galveston, the water is called brackish. So you really can't, it's not like the Caribbean or Miami or wherever, where you can look straight down and see to the bottom of the ocean floor. You can't see anything. It's like muddy water, right? That's the way the ecosystem is set up. The waves come in, pulls a lot of stuff into the Gulf, and it's just brown and brackish, and you can't see but like 5 or 6 inches underneath the water. So the idea here is that you're just dropping nets, not knowing if you're going to get anything, right? And you're obviously you're picking spots where you've had historic success, but you're just dropping crab nets, scooping them up in the basket, and maybe you get some, or maybe you get nothing. Some days we didn't get anything. Some days we got a lot of crab. Take them home, stew them up, and we're eating healthy, eating hearty. And why do I say this? Because the water is brackish. So every time we'd go, we have no idea what we're going to get. However, every time represented an opportunity. And you have to go through the motions. You got to go through your process, set the traps, tie the bait, put them down in the water, hours on end, lift them up, nothing there, drop the net again, lift them up, one crab maybe, try to grab it out, with tongs or whatever, dump it in the bucket, reset the trap, and then go again. But each time, you had no idea if you're getting anything or not. The water's brackish, you can't see shit. So you don't really see anything other than just do it. Kind of like having faith. And so why do I give this example? Because every time we set the trap, again, we don't know what we're getting, but we're looking for the opportunity in that action. And so with me, going back to the preface where we're talking about, people asking me, how did you get to, meet with James Harden last night? Actually did. Went to the Clippers game. How did you get to go to this event? How did you get to watch 50 Cent perform like 3 feet in front of your face? Again, it's looking for the opportunity in everything you do. So when you meet with somebody, as you're having this intro conversation, one, obviously you're there respectfully, being polite, trying to learn about the other person. But for me, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, what's the opportunity here in meeting this person? Because again, I believe in quantum physics, and therefore I would not be in a position to meet this person were it not for a reason to meet this person. So in my mind, I'm always thinking, what's the opportunity as I'm having conversation? And there may be no opportunity, right? But the idea is to network, collaborate, talk, visit, and meet people so that in the future, there may be an opportunity. There might not be one now, but there may be in the future. Or you never know who this person might know that gets you to the 50 Cent concert right up front, or gets you to the board meeting, or gets you to the introduction to the CEO. So every time you meet with somebody, every time you visit, think, what is the opportunity here? Or every time you do something, like in the mornings when I wake up, before, I take my pre-workout because I work out in the morning, I'm thinking, what are the opportunities of the day in my mind as I'm sipping on my espresso? Everything is about the opportunity, because why? The opportunities, you never know from where they're coming. And the mega opportunities, if you've heard this episode, if you listened before, you know that I believe that the mega opportunities that can be life-changing happen not very often. So when you meet new people or go to new events, let's say you go to the holiday party or get invited to one over the next couple weeks. Don't go as in, hey, it's going to be festive and we're going to get drunk and we're going to do all these things. Go as with the idea of what is the opportunity in this event, right? You're obviously going to have fun. That's already a given. So we're not thinking about having fun, right? It's already set. Now we're expanding and thinking beyond what is obvious. And so every time you go, every encounter, it's like giving gratitude in everything. I give gratitude in everything I do, right? Even if I'm feeling bad, I give more gratitude because it gets me out of the bad mindset. So give gratitude, but in the gratitude, think of the opportunity, right? If you're traveling, if you're sitting next to a stranger in the airplane, there may be some opportunity there. Just say hi, be pleasant. Hey, what's going on? What brings you here? You leaving or are you going? I mean, are you going or are you departing from your home or are you going home? Just a simple conversation. The person may or may not respond kindly. Then there's no opportunity here. Or they may open up, yeah, I'm going to this conference. Oh, what conference are you going to? Maybe it's in your industry, or maybe it's in an area where you're wanting to expand your company or your growth. There is opportunity in every encounter, in every moment. But here's the thing, is if you're not looking at it or you're not looking for it, your internal frequency is not vibrating for the idea of growth and expansion. So the universe will never present that opportunity to you unless you're asking for it or looking for it. In everything I do, am looking for opportunity. And that's why I get so many, literally, opportunities to do things. You know, we expanded into Austin, got plugged into several great communities there, great people, you know, being respectful, being friendly, being helpful, being in service, and with the mindset of opportunity. Now, I don't know, for whatever reason, I'm known as one of the more prolific entrepreneurs or investors in the groups that I'm in, because I'm constantly looking for opportunity and pushing forward. And so as you go through this holiday season, and if you're not in that mindset yet, get into the mindset that everything, every moment, every encounter, you know, you're listening to a podcast, this podcast, any other podcast on your drive, on your commute to work or to home, and you're thinking in your mind, okay, this, whatever this person said is a pearl that creates an opportunity for you. Shifts your mindset. That in itself is an opportunity for growth. So everything you do, every encounter, every meeting, every invitation, every party, there are opportunities actually within opportunities. It just snowballs and leads to other things, right? In the chain of causation, or cause and effect, can extend infinitely. How did I get to an event where 50 Cent is like literally performing in front of me in a very small environment? Went to a car event as an opportunity. The opportunity presented itself to sponsor future events. That opportunity led to a meeting with a specific family of jewelers, right? That opportunity gets me an invitation to a very high-end fashion brand event for Art Basel. And that opportunity leads to meeting the CEO of a major jewelry brand, which then leads to the opportunity to just watch 50 Cent in front of me. You see, there's opportunity in everywhere. That is the gift of abundance. So in this holiday season, give yourself the gift of opportunity, and you will see that the world just opens up beyond your imagination on things that become available to you without much effort, because you're vibrating now in a field of growth and abundance, looking and seeking and finding opportunity. Think about it in this next 2 or 3 week period, because 2026, by certain measures and things that I know, is a year for tremendous leaps in opportunity and growth. But you have to set yourself up, and you have to be in the right mindset, and you have to be in the right vibration to receive that energy of opportunity. Okay, so with that short episode, we're in a crunch time in holiday season. There's a reason we're doing this in my conference room. So I'm going to close the episode as I close every day, which is when I close my eyes before I go to bed and just drift off into dreamland. I always thank God and the universe for another day to hopefully have been great, hopefully have inspired at least just one person, and hopefully that's you in this episode, to live to your fullest controllable potential. And you can control what opportunities are available to you. You just have to open your mind and your heart and your eyes to them, and your thoughts to those opportunities, but hopefully inspire just one person to live to their fullest controllable potential. And with that, I want to give thanks to you all for liking, commenting, following, and sharing the show, especially sharing the show, short form and long form. That's the only way we grow. We've been doing this now for almost 4 years straight, and very grateful and thankful for that. So it's an opportunity to even go further, and we're just getting started. So with that, I want to thank you all very much for tuning in. I hope you have a great holiday season. We're going to bring you a special Christmas episode probably next week or the week following after you. Next week recording, but the following week listening. And so with that, be great today, but be even more grateful. Visit all of the properties and the projects I'm working on, cureconnector.com, westlooplaw.com, legacyxtoken.com, Naya, NAYAA.com. It's an AI company I'm invested in. 1925 Tequila, best tequila around. Gosh, there's so many other things that we're working on. 2026 is going to be a fantastic year as we start sprinting right now. We're already warmed up. We're already on a light jog, and we're going to start sprinting very, very soon. So with that, be great today, but be even more grateful. Look forward to bringing you another episode very, very soon.